What's going on, guys? Back with another Wizards video. And I'm hurt. That law is hurt. 20 years strong with the L's in San Antonio. But who honestly thought this squad would even get close to ending that streak? I mean, they almost did it. Almost. What are my thoughts on the end of the game? Yes, Bill did get fouled. It was an obvious foul. But refs, we all know refs tend to swallow their whistles in the game moments like that, etc. Refs ain't trying to go to overtime. They trying to go home. Normally, refs swallow the whistle. So it's not surprising that Bill didn't get the foul call that he was looking for. Before that, on a DeMar DeRozan layup, now that was ugly. That was worse than anything Bill could have done. I don't think he made a bad decision. But that defense, or not that pick and roll defense, if you look back at it, Thomas Bryant is out of position from the jump. He's not even in a position to help hedge. So DeMar DeRozan gets the free path to the lane. So what's stopping him between the basket and him is the rookie Hachimura. And I love Hachimura. He had a good game today. But he gotta actually help and try to deter DeRozan from making the shot and not just, hey, as he goes by him. You know what I'm saying? He has to actually, help and actually deter the shot from going into the hoop. But rookie mistake. It's okay. He'll learn. Once again, the Wizards' fault to the very end. It just didn't work out for him. It sucked because it was a winnable game. But let's get into what happened throughout the game. My thoughts on what happened throughout the game. Isaiah Thomas made his Wizards debut today. He had a very good game. What surprised me about Isaiah Thomas was his passing. He was really crisp with his passes. He had a really nice pass to Bertans, leading him to while he was cutting towards the basket. He led him with the pass for the easy layup. It was really nice. I didn't know his passing ability was like that, but it was a really nice development. I think it's going to be a really good transition of him leading the bench. I think Ish Smith should be the starter because Bill's there, but I think ending games, Isaiah Thomas should be the guy to end the games and to lead the second unit as well. Just based off what I've seen so far, just from his first game, and I think that's how it's going to turn out. I think Ish Smith is going to be the starter. I think Isaiah Thomas is going to lead the second unit, and I think Isaiah Thomas is probably going to be the guy that helps Brad and everybody else in the game. Speaking of Ish Smith actually had his best game of the season. He had his best game of the season. He made some shots. He was playing. It was pretty rough for him the first two games. He had some rough games, but today he stepped it up. So shout out to Ish Smith. Davis Bertans, the return to San Antonio. I always give a shout out to Marcus Morris for the assist because Marcus Morris is the reason that San Antonio traded Bertans to the Wizards in the first place. And Marcus Morris winded up backing out and going to New York. So shout out to Marcus Morris for that acquisition. My guy didn't miss a shot. Bertans, 23 points. He didn't miss a three. He didn't miss a field goal. It was a very good game for him today in his return back to San Antonio. I'm glad he showed up and did his thing and balled out in his old stomping grounds. So, and that guy, man, this is the first shooting big that the Wizards have had in this whole wall build era. They've never had a big who has as quick of a trigger as Bertans has. You had Markieff Morris. He wasn't really a shooting, 3-point sharpshooting big. You had guys like Jared Dudley play at the 4. Paul Pierce you had to put at the 4. Not a natural 4. You know, not a guy who's a natural 4. I'm not talking about a 3 who you move to the 4. I'm talking about a guy who actually plays the 4 position. And he was sniping today. He was sniping, and he's been sniping all season. A very consistent shooter, the same as he was in San Antonio. He's doing the same thing in Washington. Wish we could have had him a couple years ago. But Bradley Beal, it seemed like his stroke was better today than it was in the last 2 games. He still shot, I believe, 8 for 25 from the field, but it didn't seem like he was missing as much and struggling as much as he did in the first 2 games, just from me looking at it. It may have came off differently to you guys, but it seemed like his game was more smooth today, and it flowed better today, and more shots went in for him today. He got his first double-double. He had some nice passes, distributing the ball. Now, you can dissect the last play however you want to and say, oh, this guy was open, oh, that guy was open. But at the end of the day, Brad Beal is a scorer. He's not a facilitator. He's a scorer. So what is he going to do, especially driving to the basket with a game on the line for the last shot? He's most likely going to go up with the shot. That's what the most likely outcome would be. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised that he made that decision. I don't have an issue with it. His best game of the season. So 3rd game in. Hopefully this is a good thing for him to continue against the Rockets on Wednesday. Home opener. Troy Brown Jr. should be back. I don't know about CJ Miles. But that was tough. That was a tough way to lose, man. Nothing worse than final second miss or an easy layup. That was one of the easiest pick and rolls DeRozan had all game. And it just happened to be in that moment. But it's a learning lesson. I'm just hurt. It hurt, man. Could have ended the streak with the team that nobody thought was going to end the streak. I mean, you had the 2017 team, couldn't do it. 2018 couldn't do it. 2016 couldn't do it. 2014, 2015 team couldn't do it. But the team that people say may not even win 27 games almost did it. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. But until Wednesday, James Harden and Russell Westbrook waltz into DC. I'm sure it'll be a lot of Rockets fans. I'm sure it'll be some Wizards fans. But until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Georgie.